development and right ahead of the elections. What we are picking up in a scoop from poll-bound state of Tamil Nadu, a big boost to the DMK is expected, where the expelled AIA-DMK leader seems to be now eyeing that very position, as now being said that OPS is now likely to join the DMK. The former chief minister is now being touted as far as and also expelled from the AIA-DMK, as O. Paneerselvam is likely to join the DMK, and multiple sources that have been reporting that, where remains to be seen if the DMK accepts it and gives him a seat to contest against the NDA faction, because despite having been approached by the faction, it seems that OPS may join the DMK. So can we call it, Dharani, good morning, as a setback to the NDA? And as far as the faction now is concerned, will the DMK now gain OPS as a strong man who is likely to also contest elections?
Well, in fact, we are right now reporting from in front of the DMK headquarters here in Chennai. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin just arrived at the DMK headquarters. In a short while from now, we can expect O. Paneerselvam also to be here. And in the presence of the Chief Minister, OPS will join the DMK formally, is what sources tell us. So there is a lot of movement that is currently happening in the DMK headquarters. Hundreds of supporters of OPS, they are right now here to witness their leader extending his support to the DMK alliance in the upcoming assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. Talking about OPS, he is a long-time loyalist of late Chief Ministers J. Jayalalitha and C.N. Annadurai. In fact, he is also a former three-time Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. On multiple occasions earlier, whenever J. Jayalalitha had to step down from the role of a Chief Minister temporarily, he would make OPS as the temporary Chief Minister, as the Chief Minister in charge. So he was, a person who had earned the trustworthiness of J. Jayalalitha and MJR also very well. So him being a loyalist of Jayalalitha and MJR, him joining DMK today is going to create a lot of repercussions in Tamil Nadu politics. In fact, this is going to be a massive setback for the NDA as well, because in the last few months, the NDA has been trying to woo OPS to their side. We've seen former Tamil Nadu BJP chief K. Annamalai tell it on record on multiple occasions that he wishes for OPS to be part of the NDA for the upcoming assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. In fact, he was in constant touch with OPS. He was trying to, bring back OPS into the NDA fold. But despite all the best efforts made by K. Annamalai and
himself reached the DMK headquarters, Dharani, as you're sharing the live updates?
Well, the Chief Minister has just arrived at the DMK headquarters. This is the Chief Minister's convoy that we are showing to you in the live visuals. And we can see several ministers here. Minister M.R.K. Paneerselvam, Minister E.V. Velu and DMK MP Thanga Thamizselvan. They're all in fact standing outside the DMK headquarters to welcome OPS. So OPS will be arriving at this location in a few minutes from now. In another few minutes, OPS will reach the DMK headquarters, and these ministers and MPs from the DMK, they're in fact are standing outside to welcome OPS, is what we can understand. So definitely there is a lot of movement here. There is a lot of excitement that can be seen in the faces of these ministers, because if we look at the faces of M.R.K. Paneerselvam, E.V. Velu and Thanga Thamizselvan, they all seem pretty happy. They think that this is something great that they pulled off just ahead of the assembly elections in Tamil Nadu, because OPS belongs to the Tevar community, which is very prominent in the southern region of Tamil Nadu. And OPS also has a huge popularity in Theni district of Tamil Nadu, especially in regions like Bodinaikanur and Perikulam. OPS has a huge popularity and a huge following. So the DMK believes that this will support them in that particular geographical region for them in the upcoming assembly elections, and that is why we can see the faces of these ministers and MPs being very happy. So in another few minutes from now, OPS will arrive at the DMK headquarters, and he will straight away go inside the DMK headquarters, and he will formally join the DMK in front of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, is what we are given to understand. And these netas, these top DMK netas, ministers and MPs, they are right now waiting outside the DMK headquarters to welcome O. Paneerselvam into their office. So definitely a huge political development. Remember, just a couple of days back, V.K. Sashikla had launched her own political party, and she is yet to reveal the party's party's name, but she unveiled the party's flag, which contained portraits of MGR, J. Jayalalitha and CN Annadurai. So just 2 days later, VK Sashikala's announcement about launching her own political party. Now there's going to be another huge development in Tamil Nadu politics, and this development is it's about OPS joining the DMK.
Yes.
If we look at the expelled ADMK netas, there are 3 expelled ADMK netas who have much prominence in Tamil Nadu politics. One is OPS, another is VK Sashikala, and the third one is TTV Dinakaran. And TTV Dinakaran, for a fact, he has his own political party, the Amma Makkal Munnetra Kalagam, which is right now part of the NDA alliance in Tamil Nadu. So TTV Dinakaran is quite settled for the upcoming assembly elections. His party AMMK is formally siding with the NDA this time. And if we talk about VK Sashikala, just a couple of days back, VK Sashikala launched her own political party, and as I told, she is yet to reveal the name of the political party, but she unveiled the flag. There is a development here. There is a movement here. In fact, we are given to understand that OPS has in fact reached the DMK headquarters. We are showing you live visuals of OPS reaching the DMK headquarters. The Chief Minister is already inside, and right now OPS is in fact reaching the DMK headquarters. We are bringing you the first visuals of former Chief Minister and a long-time loyalist of J. Jayalalitha and MGR, O. Paneerselvam. He is right now arriving at the DMK headquarters, and he is being welcomed by DMK netas such as MRK Paneerselvam, E.V. Velu and Thanga Tamil Selvan. So these are the first set of visuals that we are able to get our viewers. OPS has landed in the DMK headquarters. He is in fact entering the DMK headquarters. There is a huge crowd of supporters also here. OPS supporters, they've also accompanied him here at the DMK headquarters, and he is right now entering the DMK headquarters. In a few minutes from now, OPS will formally join the DMK in presence of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. So this is definitely going to be a major boost for the DMK ahead of the assembly elections. Because OPS was a 3-time Chief Minister, and he has a good administrative experience. Although he is not perceived as a mass leader, OPS comes with a good administrative experience. He had been the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu thrice, and he was a long-term loyalist of J. Jayalalitha and MGR. So he brings with him a good chunk of political experience, and he also brings with him a good chunk of administrative experience. So both of this will help the DMK. And if we look at the DMK, in the recent times, late leader Vijayakant's DMDK had also joined the DMK. So many new alliance partners and many new individuals, they are constantly joining the DMK ahead of the impending assembly elections, and all this is set to boost the DMK in the elections. And of course, we have shown you the first set of visuals of OPS entering the DMK headquarters here. So coming back to his prominence in Tamil Nadu, he belongs to the Tevar community, and his prominence is mostly restricted to the southern region of Tamil Nadu, especially to districts like Madurai, Theni, etc.
And to the background, Dharani, because even at the time of his expulsion from the party that happened in 2022, he would have little thought that one day he would be meeting the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and interact with the DMK, who he was strongly opposed to at one point in time. So what exactly is the backdrop that we are now looking at? Because yes, elections are near, but jumping ship and to such a party which has there been a vehement opposition to, how does it reshape the political equation in Tamil Nadu?
Well, this is a political twist that nobody expected, because in the past, for almost 4 decades now, ever since he came into public life, OPS has always been against the DMK. He has fought the elections against DMK. He has always spoken against the DMK. And if we look at the icons of ADMK such as J. Jayalalitha and MGR, their politics was always against the DMK. So after doing 4 decades of politics against DMK, now it is a big twist that OPS has decided to join the DMK, and the bigger question now is whether his supporters supporters will be ready to accept it, because all this while, despite multiple obstacles, the supporters of OPS, they were beside him, thinking that he is remaining true to his principles, and that he is remaining true to the loyalty that he has towards J. Jayalalitha and MGR. But now that he has taken a big U-turn and now that he has joined the DMK, it remains to be seen how the supporters of OPS, they are going to take this development, whether they will be able to come to terms with it, or whether they will be upset with OPS for taking this decision, for making this decision, is something that remains to be seen. And if you look at the last couple of years, OPS's political future was a bit uncertain, because he got expelled from ADMK by the present General Secretary.
We're expecting the Chief Minister is there. OPS has also just reached, and the pictures that Dharni is getting live, and First on Times now is playing from the DMK headquarters there, and this is coming across as an unprecedented development where OPS is now expected to join the DMK right ahead of the elections. Those are the live updates we are picking for you from the poll-bound state of Tamil Nadu.